Hey guys, Tim Edwards here. Got the Puddle Duck in the background. I'm gonna start another video about the connecting rods. I got my connecting rods in today. They're Engine Tech, and they're for the 2006 4.2. And I if you hadn't seen already, I had to get the rods to match the pistons to match the head, okay, because it had valve reliefs in it. The piston had in the 06 has a bigger wrist pin, which caused you to have the bigger rod. So anyway, instead of messing with some more, all the motors I got has had bottom end problems. So, you know, I got with my local engine guy and I checked on Rock Auto, and I talked to David at Mississippi Cylinder Head in Columbus, and he got me the best price. They were about, I think they were about $40, $45 a piece, which they're completely reworked. When you carry them and have them redone, they're crack rods. I was mistaken. I thought, well, the picture said they were forged rods, but come to find out, they're the powdered metal rods, which is still good, but they're not forged, and they have the oil, the oil squirter, whatever, that sprays on the cylinder walls. And what I've read, that is supposed to help the piston slap sound as they get wore. But anyway, I've got this is one of the rods, and what I'm doing right now, mainly what this video is about right here, is polishing the rods. And then I'm gonna start another one after I get all of these polished and show you the balance process that I use. You know, I don't have any way to say that it works or it don't work. All I know is when I do it, man, that sucker will go, you know. So I go by the seat of the pants thing, you know. Every little thing you can do, man, just only will mount to a big thing in the long run. So anyway, this is the rods right here. This is the new rod. See, it's got the squirter on it right there. It squirts oil up on the bottom of the piston. They got new bushings. Ain't that pretty? All of this right here looks real nice. But what we're doing is I come in here and I polish this beam right here. I actually polished both sides. I think this is the side that's actually going to be hitting the oil on the rotation side of it, and that's what it's really rough right here, and it shines it up, and you kind of round your edges to where it's not rough, because everywhere one of these little rough places are at, a crack can start. And when the crack starts, it just breaks, and then it's not good. So I've done one already. You just want to be careful. Don't get in here. Don't hit this, you know. And you don't have to worry about, you know. You just want it to be pretty slick. So it'll shed that oil off real fast and help in the resistance. Is that thing's turning 6,000 RPMs. It'll keep it. It'll actually keep it from, you know, being as hard to go through the oil. Because if you think oil is just suspended in air and you come around and you hit it, that's like hitting rocks or water, like when you're in a boat or something, you know. But this is one that I actually polished right here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but ooh, look how shiny. But it's I polished it up real nice, and as that comes through there, that's gonna hit that oil, and it's just gonna skeet right off of it. It's gonna go on each side. It's gonna keep going. But you just get it like that. Look real nice. You know, you want to take the least amount of you can and get it slicked off. You know, I guess you can see that it almost looks chrome on there. You know, but I want to talk about the squirter here. on here because I can't make my mind up whether I want to stop it up, because I've talked to several people. It's wasting your oil to me. You know, high performance wise, I don't think it's going to help. Because I'm not running nitrous, I'm not running a turbo. You know, I don't need to cool the bottom of the pistons, stuff like that. You know, this just squirts oil up and it hits the cylinder walls and it gets oil on it. And when it comes down, it's supposedly supposed to keep your piston from, you know, it keeps it lined up. If it's got any slop, when it comes down, your piston will kick this way or kick that way. Well, when the oil gets in there, it softens that. But I'm about high performance and oil pressure. That's what I need, you know. So I don't think I'm gonna be running enough to be needing this. So I think I'm gonna try taking my MIG welder and just dot it shut, you know, or I may put some epoxy in it. I don't know if you can see inside there. See, it's a little tiny hole, but it's kind of countersunk. So I don't know. I don't want something coming loose inside the motor. You know, but if I did do that, if I could weld that up, what I would probably do is cut this down, and that's saving that much weight off of this rod, which, you know, I was reading stuff about your ounces on your piston last night, about how much getting as many ounces off your piston as you can, that's just adding horsepower. You know, when it takes less stress off of the when the piston changes directions, it's traveling at like 70 miles an hour or faster, you know. And when it stops, it comes to the bottom, it stops, and it stays there for it's still for a little while. And then it takes back up, you know. So you've got forces coming down, and then it stops just all at once, and then it jerks it back up. So the lighter you can get that piston, the better, the more stress you're taking off the motor, and the less power it takes to push it back up. You know, an ounce, 2 ounces don't sound like a lot, but when it's moving that fast and it has changed direction, that's a lot, you know. So anyway, back to this. We're polishing rod. Looks good. I'm gonna get them all like that. I've only got like two done so far. I wanted to get one done and then make a video, and then, you know, just try not to waste a bunch of time on it. But I've got this Harbor Freight die grinder, and you can use I've got this drill here, and I've got some sanding rolls, but I used it a while ago, and it's 80 grit, and I think it's 80. But anyway, this is a flapper wheel, and it's 120 grit. And what I do is I run it back and forth this way, and I get it where it looks, you know, get it looking pretty good, you know, the imperfections and stuff like that. And then after I do that, and you want to run over the edges, if you can concave it, you know, or convex it, whatever, you know, a little bit. You know, naturally you don't want to take all your eye off your eye beam, but if you can so slightly roll this beam, you know, that's going to make it shed off that much easier. And then after I get through with that, I come back with sandpaper and rub it in this direction. Just rub it on the side, rub it around, kind of roll that edge, blend it in, get it real good, you know, get all your sand marks on, because you don't want any sand marks. You don't want to sand this way. You want to go this way with it, because you change your grain this way back to less likely to cause a crack, which will a place for the rod to start to break. And then you do that, and then to get it so shiny, I have some valve fine valve lapping compound. And what I do is I just take my shop rag, put a little dab on there, because, you know, a little dab does you. Just put some on it and just rub it. Just rub the crap out of it. Just polish it, you know. And it'll actually, you know, it's actually like sandpaper. It's got grit in it. And just rub it. And voila. It's amazing. So, but I really believe in this. Whether it helps you a whole lot, I don't know, but any little thing can help. If it helps just a little bit, and you do 10 different things, that can mount up to be one big thing. So, I'm gonna be making another one when I get all these polished. I don't know if it'll be today, but I'm gonna set me up a jig with my old gram gauge over here, and I'm gonna show you how I balance these. And there's a lot to this. So send me some comments if you have any questions. Let me know. I might learn something. Hope you learned something. Have a good night. Puddle Duck rules.